Welcome back to the Smugsy Show. I'm Smugsy, your host. Almost every Wednesday we meet here to talk about important things and important people, and this week it's 69. That number, is it your favorite? It might be. Well, it's 69 days till the election. Can you believe it? So there's really nothing else to think about, or is there? Because you can't consume yourself with the election because it's a lot of BS on both sides, but in particular lately. Of course, the BS comes from the Republicans. I mean, I'm just calling a spade a spade. I mean, you can't tell me that stolen valor, that accusation that Republicans made against Tim Walz, the vice presidential candidate, because allegedly at the age of 17, he enlisted in the National Guard and decided to bail after 24 years. Apparently that wasn't enough for Republicans. That's stolen valor because unbeknownst to him, I guess we were going to have the Iraq war. And then you got Trump today, right? Stolen valor is going into the Arlington National Cemetery, maybe against the law, and filming a campaign stunt, literally, on the graves of the men and women who gave their lives for this country. And Trump himself got out of serving because of a bone spur. So the stolen valor thing is a little bit of a I don't think that's going to be an accusation that sticks and wins Trump the nomination. And then this other thing, speaking of the election, and then this will be the last point. This idea somehow that the Democrats didn't pick Kamala Harris as the substitute candidate good enough, that the process is somehow unfair to them, to the Republicans. They think like, oh, there should have been a primary. We don't like the way you picked your leadership, the leader of your party, your candidate. We think it's unfair and we're going to cry about it, probably sue somebody. Well, here's the thing. It's like the pot calling the kettle black. If you think about Republicans and the way that they've chosen their leaders, like the Speaker of the House, I mean, how many of those guys did they walk off the plank only to then leave us to suffer with a ludicrous weeks, months of chaos? Whether it was John Boehner or Boehner, Paul Ryan, Kevin McCarthy. I mean, those guys. And so they're criticizing the selection of political candidates and leaders. I don't think so. So that's some of the nonsense this week in the election that I'm just going to rise above, because I just enjoy seeing Kamala's suits. There's something to be said about a nice fitted suit, and I know that that's the appeal of a lot of Trump fans. They like seeing Trump look good. He always looks polished, and he's got a brand, definitely, with his navy blue suits and his red tie. And his overcoats are very, very classy and fitted, and you like to see it. But the buzz, really, for me, is not the election. It's not. No, the buzz is actually the buzz, literally the buzz. The back-to-school buzz. And I don't just mean backpacks. I mean like the buzz of the bugs. The bugs in the air this time of year are just so energizing. The cicadas, the crickets, chirping their little hearts out. I mean, it's like a symphony out there on all kinds of levels, all kinds of pitches. It's buzzing literally to the point of vibration in you. The buzz of back to school, a new chapter, fresh air. And it's because of bugs just like going like this. Speaking of 69, yeah, I have a mixed relationship, a complicated relationship with bugs, actually, because I love the bugs that are singing right now outside my studio window. I just came in from a walk along the shore. I live the salt life, but it's the natural salt life, so we don't, have pesticides like Coleman. In New Jersey, around here, we, allow the bugs to live, or at least most of the time. most of the time I'm in just pure adoration of bugs, the bees, the buzzing of the bees. But every once in a while, there's bugs in my office that I really, I kill. I do. And that causes me to have sort of serious reflections about really who I am as a person and how many layers of my being really, or my soul, my moral compass, is it really pointed north? I don't know, but the thing is it gives me this brief moment of omnipotence. If there's a spider, say in the corner of the studio, maybe in that back corner by the painting, well, I decide whether that guy is going to live or die, and the method that I use is essentially, if he's going to live, then I have to outfit myself. I have a broom that's attached to a dustpan that comes apart, and I put on gloves, and I shepherd the little, or big, sometimes huge, spider into the dustpan, and then I quickly scurry it out to the garden. But the challenge is that these spiders are fast, around here anyway. I mean, this, like I said, this isn't New Jersey. This is salt life with bugs. So they could, if you're not quick enough, they can scurry up your arm, and I think could go right into your mouth. It's never happened to me, but folklore around here says that it's happened to others, and I don't want it to happen to me. So that's why sometimes I don't take that chance and I just kill them. I do, and I don't know what that's gonna mean for me in the afterlife. I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? So, stolen valor, yeah, the back-to-school buzz. Republicans not having a great week, but things could change. Things could change. This prank that Trump's doing today at Arlington, I'm sure that's just the tip of the iceberg, right? Because he's going to get desperate. I mean, if he was going to take over the Capitol, for God's sakes, it seems to me he would do some dirty campaign tricks. So we probably have a lot to look forward to in terms of drama. And thankfully, like I said, 69. Let's just close the show thinking about 69 and 69 days until we know. So here's to 69. And until next time, this is Smugsy Girl signing off. Take